everyone, today Alvin brand new series just dropped on Netflix called Light to the Night, and this is a Chinese series, and it is kind of like a investigation slash like a detective show, I will say. And so far there's a 9 episode just dropped on Netflix, and in this series we see like two detective, especially one detective, like he's a brand new to that job, and the one is senior detective. They come together to work for this investigation. We see this case, it's like from 1997. We see this woman, she was like, people were suspecting like she was carrying this old guy on her back to this apartment building. On the way to the elevator, she kind of bunked with this little boy, and we see show starts with she doesn't apologize to the little boy anything. She just goes to the elevator and just disappear. And later on, the people who live in this apartment building basically calls the police and says, something mysterious going on in that apartment. And we see these two detective comes here to investigate like what is going on. So this show, it is, although like it gives audience kind of like the supernatural stuff going on, so there is some jump scare here and there. I would say the first episode for this show, it is quite funny. Like when I was watching it, I was just like, oh wow. Especially when these two detectives, they first meet, they're so different from each other, and they have this clash. The older detective is like, oh, nothing going on, like he doesn't want to investigate. He feels like this is just like some like gossip around that, like these people who lives in that apartment building. But the new detective, he's determined to investigate. So uh, I would say this show, like as it goes on, the investigation around the like what happened to these two people, like what was going on with them, it does come out slowly, but it takes time. Like this show, it is kind of like a like slowly is building. Is mystery for the character to reveal, I will say. It's not very fast phase, like which will throw up a lot of audience. But I found the show to be quite entertaining, if I'm being honest. It was quite funny at the time. I was just laughing. I guess this mystery does take like the come to the light once we go to the episode 3. From episode 3, the show did became very interesting, like because as an audience, we are watching the investigation going on. Honestly, I was just like what happened here, like so the central mystery for this disappearing, like what happened, still is very interesting. But there is some flashback scene between like it goes back and forth. At first that feels very confusing. Honestly, I was like really confused. Some of this backflash scene, I was like, whoa, what is going on here? But as more backflash scene they show the audience, it does clear out like, whoa, what is going on. So overall, this show is not done yet. Like it's the like the each week the new episode will drop. So far there's a 9 episode. So I have not seen all the episode, but I have seen some, like most of it. So based on those, I thought, oh wow. The tone for the show, like how it's like a blend between the comedy and the investigation, sometimes some supernatural thing it does throws for the audience. I think overall the way it is done, it makes the audience very intriguing, like what is going on, like I was really intrigued by the story. I was really personally quite like, whoa. So I can't wait to see where the story going. That being said, like as I'm saying, it is funny sometimes. It does get a little bit like weird at a time. Like you are like, whoa, because the middle of the investigation, there will be some other scene happening. Sometimes it did get a little confusing, if I'm being honest. I was just like, whoa, what is going on? Like, because the show isn't dubbed in English, like it is not dubbed, so which will be problem for some people watching this, because you have to constantly read the subtitle, like which can be very tiring. Sometimes you miss like like, you know, the all this like a jump scare scene, like, oh, I was reading and like trying to understand what they're saying. It, like, as the audience, you do feel a little bit like tiring uh, as it goes on. That is why I was sometimes confused, because I'm trying to read also, see their expression. But overall, though, the show still is very interesting, which is like, I'm really surprised how much I liked this show, because at first I was just like, what is this? Is it like, is it like the missing person investigation? Is it murder? And what is it? But as the show goes on, it does explains to the audience. It's just like the first 3 episodes is a little bit like, it takes time to build up, like I would say, the story for the audience. But as it goes on, I think it is quite good. Main thing I liked in the show is the 2 detective, how they're so different from each other and how they work with each other and their bantering. I found them to be quite funny, if I'm being honest. I was just like, it's really funny, especially the young detective. He has this different attitude, you know. Although sometimes he's like, when he's doing investigation, he has his own way than the senior guy, and this young guy, you know, sometimes you feel like, hey, he's overreacting, but he really get them, like, get behind the mystery. He does solve it for the audience. So, you know, I did like his character also. But also like the senior detective, his character. So in the later episode, we do get some backstory for the senior detective, like what was he doing and how it's going. Once again, how all the story is coming together. Interesting. But as I said, beginning, it was a little confusing as it like started. I was really confused, like the backsplash scene. But still, I found the investigation, it is very unusual, and the way it's done is good. You do meet some new characters. I found their character to be like, some of them, once again, they're quite funny. And all these people who are the witness, you know, who has seen this lady and carrying, I feel like all the witness in the show were also funny. I was really surprised how funny it was. Like, but you know, the funniness, sometimes you can feel like, oh, they're not taking the investigation seriously. But between the funny scene, the investigation, once again, the blend between the tones was quite good, honestly. It was interesting the way the both tone was done here. I don't think I have seen it. Uh, I don't think I have seen it, the between the comedy and the investigation, how the blend here. It's quite good. Uh, However, as I said, yeah, some people will find it a little bit like confusing, but it is, as it goes on, it is explaining. But I haven't seen all the episodes, so I can wait to see where the story going. But I did see some comment. There is like, people are suspecting there is a like murder happened. There is a reason behind it. I can wait to find out. And that was my thought on this. Let me know in the comment, what do you think about this series? Are you enjoying it? If you enjoyed this video, don't watch other videos on other topics. If you enjoyed this, please subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Please take care.